Good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me here. Here, I am born and brought up in Indore, and I had the privilege to see my father make his fortune and empire into chocolates and confectionery. Chocolate didn't strike me back then, apparently I got married really early. I got married at the age of 18 in Nagpur. It was a love marriage, long distance, and we wanted to save some trouble for the parents, so we got married. That's when I got little criticism. There were a lot of things being said that she's getting married this early, and the peers were like, what is she going to do? Like, how is she even going to make her own identity? But the thought back then didn't sit well with me. Now, I think the seed in me was sown when I was a child. It germinated only when I went to New Zealand, where I came across real chocolate. When I say real chocolate, it is supposed to be cocoa solids and cocoa butter, unlike what we get in India, which has cocoa solids and palm oil, just to make sure that it sustains here. But, well then, who knew I will be standing here, and what an honor and pleasure it is to be here. Then I started educating myself. I went to London, I went to America. After I came back, I was also awarded a doctorate into chocolate making and philanthropy. When the education part was done, there was still a struggle. There was a battle within myself to be the mother to my children or be the founder to my firm. But here I had a very supportive family. Now it's time to get into the business front. That's when I sat across the table with my father-in-law for a certain investment. He only had two questions. If it is passion, you make every day, I will eat every day. But then if it is business, you have to have the grit, dedication, and willingness to do it every day and be the best in your field. That's when I took loan. Since I had to pay the loan back, I had interest to pay, I had electricity bill to pay, it always kept me in the hustle. So this is Binge in 2019, December, when we started. COVID had hit us really soon. It was just March 2020, but it worked in our favor. The weddings got smaller, the events got smaller, but the gifting got huge. So we reached our break even before we anticipated it. And here we are not advertising. Here we are not on any online portal or anywhere. It's just the word that was spreading around. Because it is good quality chocolate, I would request all of you to please come and take a look after the session here. And this was Binge in 2019. And recently, in 2022, I joined hands with Mr. Sumit Kabra, Executive Director, RR Kabul, and Mr. Deepak Agrawal, Managing Director, BKG, where they opened the door of one more brand called Cacao Springs. This year, we have ventured into it. When I say Cacao Springs and Binge, our vision is to give premium quality product with utmost transparency and to make sure it is reachable. I'll quickly sum it up. It is reachable globally. Also, Binge, the growth has been remarkable for us, where I started Binge from a servant's quarter in 2019. We moved to a 1,200 square feet, 2,400 square feet. Today, we are at 12,000 square feet with 113 people in our team. I think team is very important. A brand is as good as the team is. But to sum this up, I will say, have a vision, work towards it, be consistent. Of course, the troubles are going to come, but I think that's the only way to grow. Thank you.
Mahek, how do you make your brand stand out? Because we see a lot of chocolate brands in weddings and other things as well. How do you make your brand stand out, not from a quality perspective, but from a marketing perspective?
I think you will have to try them, and you will have to look at the packaging. I think it does the work in itself. Yeah. Because I started Binge with the vision that there is no Swiss quality product coming from India. That's the vision. And I think my vision and the opportunity window aligned really well in that time that I could come up with something like this. There aren't too many brands in India who are doing a work like this. Thank you.
I go back to my same question again. That's revenues and EBITDA.
So I will say, because the association has just happened and I'm not at the liberty to share that, but I think a team of 113 people will be able to answer that. Okay. Thank you.
Great.